big tech news today. The United States has just granted new approvals that will let major Korean chip makers ship advanced manufacturing equipment into China in 2026. But this isn't just routine policy. It signals shifting global power plays in the race for semiconductor dominance. Let's break down what's happening and why investors, tech fans, and global markets are watching closely. The U.S. government has agreed to issue annual licenses allowing Samsung and SK Hynix to bring chip-making tools into their Chinese factories next year. This is a major development after the U.S. government revoked earlier exemptions that had made shipments easier for these companies. To understand why this matters, we need a bit of context. Earlier this year, Washington ended what's called validated end-user status for Samsung, SK Hynix, and Taiwan TSMCA special exemption that allowed certain American technology exports to flow into China with fewer restrictions. But as of December 31st, that special status expired. Now, chip-making gear destined for China will require new export licenses, issued case by case. Sources familiar with the process say the U.S. has decided to replace blanket exemptions with an annual approval system. That means Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix will be allowed to bring in crucial chip-making equipment, but under a newly regulated framework. Neither Samsung nor SK Hynix offered comments on the move, ante SK hasn't responded to requests for comment. So why is the U.S. tightening rules around Chinese access to technology? The Biden administration and even policies from the previous Trump era have aimed to limit China's ability to obtain advanced American tech. This includes equipment used to manufacture cutting-edge chips. Chip manufacturing gear is among the most sensitive tech in the world. It is essential for producing memory chips, eye processors, and other high-end semiconductors. For Samsung and SK Hynix, China isn't some peripheral market. It's one of their key production bases, especially for traditional memory chips. These products have seen surging prices because of rising demand from artificial intelligence data centers and constrained global supply. So while the annual license system gives these companies an avenue to continue operations in China, it also puts them in the middle of a major geopolitical balancing act. Analysts will be watching how this new licensing approach plays out in 2026. Will the U.S. tighten further? Will China increase internal production? And how will Samsung and SK Hynix navigate the regulatory landscape while competing with global rivals like TSMC? If you found this breakdown useful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more updates on global tech news, semiconductor policy, and unanswered questions in the tech world. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think this means for China's chip industry?